Welcome back to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is our weekly Q&A show. Of course, I'm Patrick Young. This guy to my right is my co-host, Joe Venuto.
This is our Q&A, or 10th or 11th. I'm losing track.
I don't even add the number.
11th, because it would start the same week as the Monday Night War review, so that would coincide with Nitro. Yes, our 11th Q&A. This week in the Q&A, we have questions about potential call to the WWE's newest signings, and act Isaiah Fix is being disappointed on the main roster. He's strange.
Yes.
First though, our Reckless Wonder. Number question one, do you think Brie Bella has been a reckless worker since return to action?
Where she hasn't necessarily been the greatest worker ever. I did think she improved towards the tail end of her second run, I guess it would be. I thought she improved enough to where she can actually be somewhat comparable in the ring. But recently, since she's been back, she's had just a string of bad matches on her part, if not straight on injuring people. And I would like to say, it's just an honest mistake. It shit happens, but it kind of has been too many times in a row.
Yeah.
Where there may be a little bit more to it. Maybe she didn't come back fully ready. Maybe she did train, but it kind of doesn't really look like it all that much. She's completely screwed up in suicide dives. She friggin' knocked the hell out of Liv Morgan. She, I believe, also injured the neck of Zelina Vega, too, which is why we haven't seen her in a couple weeks. But, yeah, she does look pretty reckless right now.
Let's get this out of the way. Brie Bella has never been a good wrestler.
No.
The one match she had that showed any real talent was her SummerSlam match against Stephanie McMahon. And I'm sure that, number one, she pushed herself because she was in the ring against McMahon.
Yeah.
And a subpar performance will basically kill her wrestling career. And number two, I can't believe I'm saying this, but because Stephanie was the one carrying and calling the match. In the last week alone, Brie crushed Zelina Vega with a knee. Decked Miz in the eye. People forget about that one.
Yeah.
Decked Miz in the eye. Decked Ruby Riott with an elbow. Concussed Liv Morgan and nearly killed herself twice with suicide dives. I know shit happens in wrestling. The men botch themselves just as much. She apologized for etc.
This is a higher rate of botching than Sabu.
Here's the thing, most professional wrestlers make mistakes periodically. Once in a blue moon, and apart from that, they still understand the fundamentals and are still able to put together a decent match. Charlotte and Becky have made their mistakes. Are they considered reckless or dangerous? Charlotte could legit one day concuss someone on natural selection alone. But she's considered reckless because in the majority of the time she's a capable, safe worker. Seth Rollins, absolutely unfortunate horror 2015 in back-to-back months with Cena and Sting.
Mm-hmm.
But he is trusted on the basis that 98% of the time he can work a great safe match. By the way, 2015 was 3 years ago, so get over that. Yeah. Asuka is the absolute stiffest female worker on the roster, and we don't hear anything about her injuring people.
Nope.
And because she knows the fundamentals of understanding distance and pace of a non-performer. Ember Moon is only injured Billy Kay with the Eclipse. And that was literally a short stinger. And Billy was back in like a month or two.
And that's not even say she screwed up the move.
Right. That was just a freak accident.
Yeah.
But no one says anything about her because she's proven to understand time in the ring. The point of all this is Brie has never been a good pro wrestler.
Yes.
In the first place. And after 10 years, if she still can't have the basics of in-ring timing, paces, and distance work down, something's going to happen. Something did happen. And it's been happening a lot. It seems like every time Brie's in the ring since return, she does something that's a danger to herself or her opponent. I don't mind the Bella Twins. I understand their value in WWE. And I actually believe Nikki is a capable worker, especially when she's in the ring with someone that can put together a great match, Nikki. I have always believed that anyone that has been injured or out of action for a extended period of time should return to NXT, even for a month, just to get the ring rust out. But it didn't happen. Shit happened. Now Liv Morgan is paid for every concussion. Detractors are calling this a bias attack because of the Bella name. But no one's brought Nikki as an example. Nobody's going to complain about Nikki botching, because honestly she hasn't.
No, she hasn't.
And we have seen a cold for Sasha's head recently too, for her own recklessness. And even as Sasha's built goodwill, because she's wrestled perfect matches in the past and was even considered the best performer in WWE, in the women's division, all of 2015. The detractors had a goal of blaming Liv Morgan for this, like she would have instantly been aware, mid-kick, that Brie decided to speed up the rhythm of the yes kicks, mind you, without warning. Detractors mentioned that in 10 years she hasn't injured anyone, but conveniently forget bulldog attempts. In the past, it looked like they broke someone's nose. That weird knee-buster, back-breaker, gut-breaker thing that she tried to do when the Bellas first became a thing, and WWE made sure she never tried that again, and a few times and nearly breaking people. Those times where she tried to use Eat the Feet as a finisher when she was solo before they debuted Nikki. And always looked like she was about to break someone's neck.
Forgot she used that move, yeah.
And WWE made sure she never tried that again. See, apparent, it happens a lot as well, because WWE will gauge how safe a worker is, let them try a few moves. If it works, keep it. If it doesn't, we'll never speak of it again. Don't suddenly pretend that divas are never resistant and try to erase hundreds of matches, the Bellas included, with horrible moments of near concussions, injuries, and breaks. They tried this with Ava Marie until she proved that she has literally nothing to offer in the ring. Watch a Brie match and really examine what she actually does compared to Bayley, Charlotte, Asuka, and Becky. It's extremely limited ever since she's returned. There is a regular reason for that. I'm not calling Brie to be fired. I sincerely believe she's remorseful and apologized to Liv Morgan privately. Now I do. Brie's always been a nicer to him. It's just from my vantage point since returning, Brie Bella has just not been good between her past performances and current run. She has not improved. I'm just listing facts. But nothing will come out of this. Now, and outside Brie posted some insane rant against African Americans or racists, all in general, or the disabled, Brie will still be around WWE.
Yeah, which I don't think Brie will ever do, so.
All I hope is that this past week serves as a lesson to her, and she makes a dedicated time to pay more attention to ring and make a much more concerted effort to work with her ring partners. Number 2, do you think Nikki Cross will be called up to the main roster? Sorry for that little, but I had to get that out. I didn't do it in the real review. Number 2, do you think Nikki Cross will be called up to the main roster by the end of 2018?
I think so. Honestly, there's really not much she can do in NXT right now. I think at this point she's almost bigger than whatever she could possibly do. Essentially, it's weird that they split her up from the team that she came up with, but they kind of also did that for another one. And I hate to compare Carmella to Nikki Cross because, let's face it, they're not in the same league with each other.
What's with this sudden bash of Carmella? My God, how fans' minds change all so quickly.
Okay, is she as good as Nikki Cross?
Hell,
exactly. Essentially, what that leads me to believe is they're kind of doing it almost the same way that Nikki's actually going to be the star to separate from Sanity. Which leads me to believe that she'll probably actually be on the Raw. If she isn't, then I don't know why Nikki didn't just come with Sanity in the first place. So yeah, I do think Nikki is going to come up fairly soon. If not by the end of 2018, I'll probably say Royal Rumble weekend. This
question, I know Isaiah asked this before about someone else. I don't remember her.
Shayna, I think.
Shayna, okay. I don't remember, I guess who it was. But my logic is the same. Unless you are a major name that plans to debut for a major wrestling storyline, WWE does not normally debut new talent in the fall and winter months. Normally. With that being said, this is a very busy fall and winter months for WWE. This isn't the... Actually, Colon must open today. This isn't the fall normally.
Yeah.
Where the winter months where the full months till we get the Survivor Series are boring.
Yeah.
But there's a lot coming up starting with this weekend. So yeah. The only possibility that I could see her debuting to the main roster is at Evolution. Or at... And at this time, there doesn't seem to be much indication that will happen or anyone else will make sense to feud at that time. Cross still seems to have unfinished business at NXT, though. Was she somehow involved with Aleister Black's attack? Is Sanity freaking returned to NXT at this point? Nikki Cross will debut on the main roster, but I still believe it won't be until at least the Women's Royal Rumble. Or in some capacity with Sanity again on SmackDown to WrestleMania. As much as I want to see more of crazy, sexy, cool Nikki on my TV.
Crazy, sexy, cool Nikki. Yeah, you did right.
I don't see it happen in 2018. Maybe the one was wrong. Number 3. Do you think Rey Mysterio will be positioned on SmackDown when he returns to WWE?
Yes, and pretty much because right now there's sort of like a major heel that's always out of a storyline on SmackDown. For the longest point, it was Joe. Well, right now there's actually kind of 2, but Orton's literally just waiting for his next opponent to get through from his storyline. But essentially, the one that it's been long-term for has been Nakamura. So essentially, there's always a heel that's not really doing anything at a moment. So I think that's why they'll put Rey Mysterio there to at least give them a good, exciting feud that they can have.
This is actually a hard question to answer because I thought about logical business terms, not that. As much as we praise SmackDown to be the better show, in terms of star power on paper, Raw needs it more. No.
Yeah, they do.
Rey Mysterio's... So the very least, I think he will make his presence felt on Raw. I mean, even if it's a face versus face match, I'm pretty sure Mysterio versus Reigns is being considered. So, and pointed out at least. Do I want to see Rey versus Andrade in special at WrestleMania? Hell yes. I am a cynical asshole, that was Pat knows, and I don't see it happening. The other possibility, and this is the longest shots of shots, is that Triple H convinces Rey to be the face of 205 Live. It makes sense. Rey could use a lighter schedule. 205 Live could use the boost of viewership, and his name gives fans incentive, well, not to stay behind after SmackDown anymore, but to stay at least in the arena for the first place. Rey versus Cedric, Rey versus Murphy, Rey versus Gulak, Rey versus Ali will be bangers. Rome and 205 Live make more sense on the business level. But I need my Rey versus Almas fix up SmackDown for me.
Yeah.
Number 4, do you think WWE made a right call by signing Mia Yim?
It's a short answer for this one. Hell yes.
Isaiah, did you decide just to lob one at us here? Yes. A million times yes. WWE made a right call, stash up Mia Yim. She's one of the best talents, male or female in the world. She can wrestle various styles, can hang with the men of a storyline warrant, has an exotic look, but can speak clear English for WWE, which they like out of foreigners. You know, she's not that foreign.
Yeah.
But
isn't she from Canada?
She's from New York.
Oh, she's from New York. I thought, for some reason I thought she was from Canada. I don't know why.
And she can always
Maybe I'm racist and thinking Gail Kim again.
She can always be presented as a threat to any title. By the way, I said all day she was going to be used as veteran enhancement talent. I really need to have research. You agreed with me. Wait till you told me. Because remember I said why Madison probably didn't sign? That's the biggest spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's only 29. Forget what Forget what I said there.
Yeah.
She's only 29. Her time in Impact as Jade is one of the more underrated bits of history, I think, for the females in TNA. Her time as Jade. Mm-hmm. Even as part of Dollhouse, Jade stood out and carried herself like a star. Her performance in last year's and this year's Young Classic obviously opened the eyes of the WWE scout embrace, and she should have signed last year. She should have been signed last year. There was an insane number of matches that Yim can have that the potential of being great. Another great sign to bolster the women's division, so my body's ready for her.
I'm not going to touch that one.
She's not hot.
No, but you said my body is ready for her.
It is. I'm ready for her.
Kind of creepy.
I'm ready for her versus...
Hashtag me too.
I'm ready for Kyrie. Her versus Kyrie.
I think that'd be great.
And
additionally, I think she's going to be a great addition to
NXT's
the Performance Center culture as well. She's got a little bit more
background,
a little bit more of a veteran vibe to her.
And 5, do you think the booking of Andrade Cien Alvarez and Zelina Vega on the main roster has been a complete disappointment?
Being the top of NXT and literally having a good run right until you get called up. If you consider that, then kinda, sort of. I don't agree to it whatsoever, though. Essentially, he literally just got on the SmackDown less than 6 months ago.
Yes.
So he's perfectly fine for the spot he's in. Is he getting that dominant first year run? No, because not many people should actually have that.
Right. And he's already been on heel that is out of a few right now.
Yeah.
So, on top heel.
Exactly. And every chance he's been getting, he's been giving a very competitive match against literally the tops of SmackDown.
Yeah.
So he's not in a terrible spot in any way. If anything they're literally just having him on the stove and letting him simmer.
Yeah, Almas did wrestle against the WWE champion in a great match a couple weeks ago, and losing out for correct? Yeah. He's been featured pretty prominently, on like a lot of NXT call-ups in the last 4 years. So
Cue the person that's on the brand with him.
Right. So he's been featured pretty prominently since SmackDown gave him the bold perform in the ring. Right. If Almas and Vega went the way of Ty Dillinger and disappeared, only to show up in backstage segments or to be crushed by Randy Orton or was given the jobber treatment against I guess English say, then yes, that'll be disappointing. But Almas has been given the chance to deliver the ring, which she has with flying colors. Vega has been given the chance to develop her character engagements and storylines, which she has. And appears one of the more entertaining, lately consistent acts on SmackDown. Almas taking AJ Styles only mean the Braves have faith in him already. I don't remember Dillinger, Breeze, or Eric Young given the opportunity within their first 8 years on SmackDown. This is a knee-jerk question, in my opinion. Not everyone needs to be given the rock and right away, like Pat said. That was the case. There will be no consistency or soul hierarchy in wrestling.
Yeah.
And I know I said this as we discussed WWE, but we all know SmackDown's been treated as a traditional wrestling show. Almas is doing fine right now. I asked him this question in a year. If he's masked again, for good, and teaming with Sinclair are in meaningless tag matches. While Zelina Vega becomes Carmella's BFF, then we'll be talking.
Yeah.
Because Carmella's a comedy-act now. I'm no way hating on her, but she's a comedy-act now.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. And plus, Zelina's way better than her, so I'm allowed to hate on Carmella next to Zelina.
Oh, yeah.
So, if I can have all my life by Carmella, that annoying bitch who should never even be the current women's champion, Carmella. But she's not anymore, so I don't have to hate on her. Huh? Because Carmella is fabulous right now. Just like we're fabulous.
7-second dance break.
Right. I'm on my 3 hours of that then.
Yeah.
While the film was doing roll.
Yeah.
This segment. Dean denied not leaving the Shield last week. He was never going to do that.
Yeah.
Corbett came out and Braun versus Dean kicked off the show. At least it wasn't Roman.
Something new, at least.
Yeah. And by the way, we have it on like a volume of 5, but you could get the gist of it.
Yeah.
So
if we've been hearing vague fandom noises that aren't coming from either of us,
yeah,
it's probably that.
Yeah. So we'll see you next week for the Q&A.
See you
Number
then.
12. Bye.